Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this really cute Valentine card using some dies from Kokorosa Studio. I have an unboxing video that I showed all the projects that I made with all the dies I received this month. Well, actually I received them in December, but I decided to use the dies to make Valentine projects. The dies are not specifically for Valentine's, so you can use them for any time throughout the year. And that's what I like. When I go to pick out the dies that I want to use, I try and find ones that aren't specifically for one holiday, even though Christmas is my favorite, and I picked a bunch of Christmas when I picked my Christmas ones, but these are not specific for any holiday. This one has quite a few winter items like beanies and scarves, but it also has a bow and a star, so you can use it for whatever. So anyway, this is the cute card. I used this for the background. It's like a diamond pattern, and so the red here, and then I used this really cute die that comes with 6 different cats, a bunch of hats and accessories, and then the heart uses this die that has 2 pieces. It's like a lattice heart, so it cuts these little pieces here, and you're supposed to be able to weave them together. I had a hard time doing that, but I'm going to show you how I did it so it looks like it's woven still. You can't really see it because I covered it up anyways, but I'll let you see what I make or how I made it, and you'll see the lattice part or the woven part when I do it. And then let's see, I used a little heart punch. This is just one I had in my stash, and then some ribbon. This was from the Dollar Tree, and then just you need 2 different colors for the card, and then for the cat, whatever color cat you want to do. So for this one I picked white, and then I put black behind the eyes. For the one I'm going to show you I'm going to make is going to be opposite of this. So I'm going to have a red card base, and I just cut this at what I think is the note card size, which was 6 by 4 1/4, or you could do it 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, whatever. This is just what I chose. And then I went ahead and used pink for this. I did trim it down so it would have a border on here all the way around. So whatever size you want to do, you could cut it entirely and keep this whole size, and then make the card a little bit bigger than that. But that's just the size I chose. It's a little bit skinnier than this one. And then I went ahead and cut the lattice heart piece with a red and pink for this filigree part, or whatever. I guess, I don't know if that's lattice, or I'll call this lattice and that, I don't know. Anyway, I did it the opposite. And then this time I'm making this Valentine to send to my daughter, and she has a black cat named Onyx, and so I made a black cat. I put the green eyes and a white. Actually, it was supposed to be pink, and I ended up gluing it the wrong side. So there's a white nose. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's super tiny anyway. So that's what I did there. So what I'm going to start doing is gluing this together. I'll just show you how this comes out. The little pieces are still attached at the intersections, and if you wanted to, you could fold these up, or you could completely remove. I'll link the blog post that they did on Kokorosa using this, and what they did for theirs was they removed every other, and then they put a background piece behind it to have that second color. But for me, I wanted to just leave it like this. So I'm just going to glue this part down, and I'll put glue around the edges, and then kind of in the little dots or in the diamond shapes, I'll just put a little dot of glue. I apologize for my throat. It just I've had a cold over the end of like the New Year after Christmas, and then my cough is lingering. But everything's good. I'm all good. Just sounds like I've been smoking some, which I don't, but it just does anyway. Alrighty, so I glued that down, and then I'll go ahead and glue this together. I'll put the filigree part. I'm just putting glue on the big portions and putting that down. Oops. I want there to be a little bit of a border. Do that on this one. Let me know down in the comments, do you still send Valentines? It was always my favorite part of being in school, in elementary school anyway, was handing out Valentines, and I loved making them, of course. Okay, so I have these pieces glued together. What I did with mine, because I tried weaving these two together. Whoops, this isn't down. I need to hold it down a little bit more. See, this isn't my favorite glue, Tombow Mono. It doesn't dry fast enough for me, and it's just kind of runny. So, but I have it, so I want to use it. I don't want it to go to waste. So anyway, what I was saying was that I tried to weave these, like actually weave them together, but it just wasn't working because it's only, I don't know, I just wasn't getting it. So what I did was I pulled every other one up and kind of folded it up like that. And I did that on both of them. And then I put them together like this. And it's not exactly all the way woven, but by the time you glue it down, it gives the illusion of it being woven. So that's what it looks like. So it's not actually woven, but it looks like it, which is all we need it to be. Right? And because this one is going to be covered up with the cat mostly, I'm not really worried about it. So now I'm just going to glue these pieces down. I'll put some on this top layer. This is just a little tricky getting it lined up. So, let's see. And then you want all these edges to line up too. And that it makes a heart. And see how runny this is? It just gets everywhere. So not my favorite. Not my favorite glue. I know some people like it, but, and I've tried several times. Okay, so making sure that's sticking, and then I'm going to go on to gluing the back pieces. See, now this is just a mess. And I have other glues. I have art glitter glue, and that works well, but that dries way too fast for me. I like it. It's a great glue, but there's really no give. Not very long anyways. I'm just used to my tacky glue. I should have pulled that out. Sorry. I won't complain anymore. So, ooh, okay. Now I'm going to glue these back pieces. Let's put some glue there. All right, glue this or stick this down. Okay, I think that looks good. I think it's pretty good, right? Okay, now now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing down these little hearts on the little intersection. So like I did on here. So I'm just going to go through and put a dot at each intersection. And some of them will be covered up, but not all of them. But it's just faster this way, just to put them all down. And I may go in on these parts and add halvesies, but we'll see what it looks like. I did it on this one, so it was just a little bit wider, but I think since this is pretty symmetrical, I might not have to do that. So now I'm just going to put down all the little hearts on those dots. Make sure they're lined up. I don't think I'll have to put halves on the sides, but I'll put down the big heart and see what it looks like. A little bit of glue there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of that stuff we already got to have the UV. It's like we just need to reshape. It's like
How was your Christmas and your New Year's? Mine was awesome. I was able to go back and visit my daughter in Columbus, and I was there for a little over 2 weeks, so that was awesome. And we worked on wedding stuff because she's getting married February 18th, so it's coming up really quick. So I was out there for the big storm, the storm of the century, evidently, according to the news. But it was, I'm in San Diego, my daughter lives in Columbus, and the day, I flew out a couple days before my husband, and the first 2 days it was around the 40s during the day, which is cold for me and my husband, but it's mild for Midwesterners. And the 22nd, that day, it was 40 degrees and it was raining. At about midnight that evening, or the next morning, on the 23rd, it dropped to about -5, and of course it was snowing at that point then. And so ice and snow combination, and it was freezing literally. And yeah, it was just crazy for a couple days. And yeah, the coldest I've been in a while, and it was just crazy. Anyway, so Christmas, it was negative degrees, and in San Diego it was like close to 80. So yeah, but it was pretty, and I got to refresh my driving skills in snow, so that was fun. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do now? We're going to glue this down right in the middle. And I don't know if I need halves. I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to just glue that right down there. I know it's covering a bunch of those up, but that's okay. I had them cut anyways, so I just wasn't sure where it was all going to lay out. So I'm going to glue this down, and I kind of want it, do I want it right in the middle? Yeah, I think it'll look better if I have it be evenly over. So these are showing. It leaves a little bit more up here at the top than that one, but it doesn't really matter. It's a separate card. So I'm gluing that down, and then I'll put my cat right in the center. Be super cute. Adorable. Now this black paper is more like a paper, not a cardstock, so it's kind of thin, I think. Probably should have picked out some thicker cardstock, but that's okay. All right, now what it needs is some ribbon. I probably could have done the ribbon under here at the top, but let's see, or you know, it doesn't even need ribbon, but ribbon I always like the added touch. So let's see. I'm just going inside the card. And I'm just going to do a double knot, not a bow. All right. I really wanted a thinner ribbon, but I think this still looks really good, like width-wise. And as much ribbon as I have, I did not have a thinner pink ribbon. At least not in opaque. I have a little bit of sheer tiny ribbon left, but I didn't like that with this. I wanted it to be more pink. So I'm just doing a double knot here. And I love this ribbon. It's from the Dollar Tree, of all places, and it just has a combination of satin, grosgrain, and then some metallic edge, but it's not wired, so it's just really pretty. So I'm going to cut that at an angle there, at an angle down at the bottom. Trying to get that tight. There. A little bit more here. That turned out really cute. Try and get it a little bit flatter to the card, but there it is. Whoops, sorry. A bit close. Super cute. Love it. Turn it that way. There. Now it's laying right. So that, I love it. I love how those turned out. Really cute. I always like to challenge myself when using the dies to kind of combine them or do unexpected with them. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little craft with me. And if you're interested in any of these dies from Kokorosa, I'll have the links down below for them, as well as a coupon code. And yeah, you can check those out. KokorosaStudio.com. And the specific links for these will be down below. Alrighty. Okay. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.